So I thought that that was really cool to have these robot lawnmowers. And it got me to thinking, what else is out there that can help make our lives a little bit easier? I did focus in on the kitchen specifically, thinking there has to be some cool kind of gadgets out there that are helpful. So if you're all right with it, I'm going to throw these at you and see what your opinion is. Would you buy one of these or would you not?
Welcome to Redesigning Health and Home. I'm Meg.
And I'm Carrie. We love creating beautiful, functional spaces and living healthy, vibrant lives. So join us as we chat about simple, practical ways to take care of your body, mind, and your home. Whether it's fitness tips, home decor ideas, or navigating those big life moments, we're here to share what's working for us and what isn't, with some encouragement along the way.
And occasionally, we'll sprinkle in some fun topics to brighten your day and to make you smile. Let's redesign this life together, one step, one room, and one habit at a time. Carrie, I think this is a perfect time to reach out to our audience. If you are listening and have not hit that follow button, we would absolutely love for you to follow us. Maybe even scroll down at our homepage and hit that 5-star review if you're enjoying our show. And if you're inclined to write a review, that would be amazing.
Hello and happy Friday, everyone. We're so glad that you joined us today. Meg and I are ready to have a fun conversation. And I'm looking at Meg right now in this beautiful, I don't know, what is that? What kind of pink is that? Beautiful shade of pink. It has to be in your wheel. It looks lovely on you. How are you doing, Meg?
Well, I am extra great because you are surprising me about today.
I am. Yes. I said to Meg, do you just want to jump on and let me pick the topic? And she said, sure.
So I'm on pins and needles. I'm just waiting for you to tell us what we're going to talk about.
Well, let me set it up a little bit for you.
Okay.
So on the weekend, we had some friends over. We did a Chicago style hot dog roast. First of all, if you had to guess, do you know what's in a Chicago style hot dog? Like, could you name it off the top of your head?
I might be able to.
Okay, hit me with it. What, in your
I
opinion?
know what it's not. I know it's not ketchup.
Not ketchup. Not ketchup.
Okay, so we have mustard,
Yep.
relish,
Yes.
a pickle, and sport peppers.
Sport peppers. Yes. And when I looked it up, it also said onion.
Onions and celery salt, correct?
And celery salt, and the buns are supposed to be poppy seed buns,
Delicious.
which I did not find the poppy seed buns, and it said all beef frankfurters. So I got some of those, but then I also really like the cheddar hot dogs, so I got some of those as well. But it talked about it's like you dragged it through the garden because it's got all these vegetables. Oh, and it said sliced tomato as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we had for our bonfire on the weekend, which was super fun. So after we did that, though, we decided to take a little lap around the neighborhood before dessert. Our friends brought those nothing bundt cakes for dessert. Oh my gosh, those were so good. So we took a lap around the neighborhood. It's about a mile. And we're almost back home. And I point out to our friends, this neighbor that's a couple doors down has the robot lawnmower. Have you seen these?
I have not seen the lawnmower.
Well, it reminded me of your Roomba. You were the first person I ever saw to see the Roomba, the little vacuum that just went around and did its thing. It's silent also and works on, I guess, GPS, and there's an app for your phone and all these things. So we're pointing this out to our friends and they're like, oh my gosh, we've never seen that before. What a great idea. And my niece and her husband, they're super busy parents and that whole working full time, kids and all the sports. And they decided to get two of them because just the way their yard is laid out. And they thought, well, by the time we pay a lawn service to come, it'll pay for these two robot lawnmowers. And they just run all the time. And it divides their yard into 5 zones. And they just kind of run all the time and they know where they're going and with this app and the GPS. And then when it's nighttime and they tuck themselves in and they charge up and they keep going the next day, they just pretty much run all the time. So I thought that that was really cool to have these robot lawnmowers. And it got me to thinking, what else is out there that can help make our lives a little bit easier. Now, not everybody is about the technology or AI stuff or whatever, but I did focus in on the kitchen specifically, thinking there has to be some cool kind of gadgets out there that are helpful. So, if you're all right with it, I'm going to throw these at you and see what your opinion is. Would you buy one of these or would you not? So, I've got 8 of them to share with you. Now, some of them are not expensive at all, and some of them are like really big investments. So we'll start with the smaller ones, okay? Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Okay. So the first one is a Wi-Fi Bluetooth smart thermometer. So this is like a meat thermometer. And here's what I love about it. So there's no cord that you have to wind up and shove in the drawer. And we have one that my husband he insists on using the magnet to stick it to the side of the microwave. And I'm like, just put it in the drawer. I don't want to see the meat thermometer like out. I don't want to see that. So this one, you set up the app on your phone. So you read the temperature of the meat on your phone. And it's just these little silver probes that you just stick in the meat. And then it reads right on your phone what the temperature is. And I was like, now that's what I'm talking about. All you have to store is these 4 little probes and hope that you don't lose them.
Okay, do you know, does your phone vibrate, beep, or something if it gets to temp?
Well, that's a great question. I would imagine that it does as it's reading this and heating up. And I can imagine that you can tell it what kind of meat that and how much it weighs even. So there were different ones, but I thought that is something I would actually use and buy. Like it wasn't even horribly expensive, but I thought, oh, that's interesting. Now, would you buy that? Would you use that?
I'd probably buy it because I have the oldest school meat thermometer where you open the oven, you have to pull out your pan and you stick the
Right.
My
Probe.
mom probably gave me this meat thermometer.
Okay.
And then the dial goes
Right.
around and you hope but then the oven's open and your temp is getting out. So if you had something that just could stay in the oven and when it got to temp, you're not risking getting a burn or.
Right. Yeah. And especially
Yeah.
with how much grilling you guys do.
Right. Well, that's true. Now, how much? You said some of these were really reasonable and some were really a big investment.
So it looks like they run between $40 at the lower end up to $150. And I'm sure if you went to a specialty kitchen place, you could maybe even spend more if you wanted to. So, but in that range. So I thought that was kind of a cool one, though.
Well, 5 stars.
5 stars, 5 stars.
Thumbs up.
Yes. So this next one is only $26, and there were so many purchases and ratings on it, I was surprised. We wanted to let you know that Meg and I are taking Redesigning Health and Home on the road. We're doing a live event coming up very soon where we're going to do a live podcast episode. Meg is going to do a wonderful movement session for fitness, and I'm going to do a table setting presentation. There's going to be wood-fired pizza. It's going to be the best time, and we really want you to come. Right, Meg?
We would love for people to come, and it is coming up July 31st. It's a Friday evening from 6 to 9, I believe, and it's out at the beautiful Camp Aramoni out in Tonopah, Illinois.
We will put the link below so that you can check it out. We would love to see you. So pick up your tickets and bring a friend. So this next one is only $26, and there were so many purchases and ratings on it, I was surprised. It's a hands-free, cordless can opener, and it was tiny, Meg. Like I'm holding my fingers up maybe 4 inches long, maybe 5, but it's tiny. So either you've got the can opener that nobody can make work, or you have the electric can opener sitting out on your countertop, taking up counter space. You wouldn't use mine that often that I want to have counter space used up for it. But this one was little, and you set it on top of the can, you push the button, you don't have to even touch it, and it just cuts the lid.
Bravo.
Right? It was battery operated, I think just AA batteries, but super cute colors, $26. I was like, I would buy that.
Now, that might go on a list of a want because even now, let's just say I'm looking for a can of soup.
Mhm.
There's 1 or 2 I now look for the pop tops
Yes, the pop top. Yeah.
because I think, oh, I might have an issue with getting that open.
Right.
So, hey, if I had that, I just push the button and I wouldn't have to think about it.
Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking at that price, I would even put one in my camping box.
Well, you need that for camper.
Yeah, for sure. Because how else are you going to eat your baked beans?
Right,
Right?
you'd be a sad camper if you didn't have one, and we
Yes,
want you to be a happy camper.
exactly. We know how you feel about the happy camper. Now, this next one I think is great because I did test cleaning this particular item, but the air fryer. Now, do you use an air fryer?
All the time.
And cleaning it, maybe it's the kind I have. I find it to be a pain. So this one is a self-cleaning air fryer.
What?
Right? Self-cleaning air fryer? I was like, that's
No.
awesome.
How in the world can it self-clean?
The self-cleaning air fryer. Now these ones really range, and this one says it's AI smart. This one is $340, but there are some that are more like $100. So, the range is quite wide. So there's that. But I was at Walmart just the other day, and I didn't know they had silicone liners for your air fryer. What?
We do use not the silicone, but the parchment paper liners. Now, you still do have to clean it because when you dump your veggies in or whatever, it moves it around. And
Mm.
then when you get everything out, I still take my soap wand and scrub the grate, I guess it is.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine. Tell me about this self-cleaning one.
Well, the paper liners, the disposable paper liners are the silicone. Even if you still have to clean it a little bit, it has to be some better, right? Okay, so let me see what I can learn about this one. This is a Dome AI Smart Fryer. Top and bottom heating, self-cleaning digital fire, PFAS free ceramic basket. It says it fits a 12-inch pizza and steaks. And it says it's whisper quiet. It says industry first self-cleaning mode that decomposes the grease and grime from the top cavity with high heat. I think that's the same as a self-cleaning oven. You crank up the heat to a gazillion and it just incinerates everything, I guess.
So then you probably still have to wipe it out.
I would think so. Yeah,
Yes.
I would think so.
Yes. Okay. Kind of super cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Do you
But
use your air fryer?
we do use the air fryer. I wouldn't say super often, and I kind of go through fits and spurts with it, maybe a couple times a week, especially in the wintertime. But I am going to get some of these liners now that I know they exist. I'm like, how come I didn't know this?
If the next time you're at Home Goods or I think even TJ Maxx
Mm-hmm.
in their kitchen wares and goods, they have them there too. Or you can order them on Amazon.
Yeah,
The
sure.
only thing you do have to be careful with them, you can't add them before you add the food. So don't preheat it with because that's paper.
Right.
You need the food on top of it.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good tip.
Yeah.
Good tip. All right. Here's the next one. I think this is number.
Can't wait.
Okay. Be honest with me on this one if you think
Okay.
you would actually buy this. An automatic pot stirrer.
I've seen them. I have seen them. Possibly for something low and slow, a soup, maybe chili that's on the stove all day that you don't want crusting on the bottom of your beautiful ceramic pot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had a chance that I've needed it because I would just,
Right.
but I get why they're around.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at too. Like, if you are a real serious chef or a cook and you've got a lot of things going on at the same time, I could see how that would be helpful. But for my kind of my kind of hack cooking, I do not need I do not need an automatic pot stirrer. But I did think it was cool. And these ones, they range from $40 to like $125, at least on Amazon, where I'm just flipping through real quickly. Oh, here's one. It's an electric mixer for cooking. It's $550 if you're real serious. It looks like it fits a very specific pot too. So yeah, I think that's for the super duper chefs.
Super duper chefs, and I can see a good place for it. For my, like you said, hack cooking,
Yes.
I probably don't need it.
Yeah, I think it's a wah wah. I think it's not on my Christmas list, but it is cool.
Okay. Yes, it is super cool. What's
It
the
is
next?
cool. Well, the next one is a Wi-Fi voice-enabled coffee maker. So you don't have to say, honey, can I have a cup of coffee? Well, I guess he'd still need to bring it to you. But you can now talk to your coffee maker to get it to start brewing your coffee.
Now, here's a question.
Mm.
My girlfriend used to laugh at me because I said I would put my cup in the coffee maker the night before
Right.
and my pod ready to go. I used to even set the timer
Okay.
for the coffee to brew.
Yes, yes.
So I don't know if I would need, what do you say, brew my coffee?
Great question. So it shows somebody holding their phone beside. You do have to enable voice.
Okay.
Isn't the whole coffee culture, though, just like it's gone crazy? My dad drank black coffee, whatever came out the can, whatever was on sale, just scoop it in there, no cream, no sugar. He was like, real men drink black coffee. And I was like, okay. But now it's got this, whole culture to it. And now you can ask your coffee maker to make you a cup.
Okay, I want to stick on this coffee. What brand of coffee do you drink?
Well, we have an espresso, but you've been to my house and you see that we grind our own beans and we refill the pods with our own coffee. Part of that is because I'm a bit of a wimp. I don't like super strong coffee. I like a more mild coffee. So we kind of have tried a lot of kinds. You can get the beans, Starbucks beans. My husband, there's a coffee roaster in Milwaukee that if he goes there, he has to get their coffee beans and he'll stock up a few bags. But I don't know, we kind of try a lot, but they're normally mild or breakfast blend. How about you?
Well, your coffee is very tasty, and I think it's interesting. It probably is just what you're used to.
Hmm.
You know, I have gone to Dunkin' Donuts. So many people just love Dunkin' Donuts coffee,
Hmm.
and I'm just not the biggest fan. I don't think it tastes rich or coffee like, maybe.
Hmm.
But I know so many people that love it. If it was pick a cup of coffee from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, I'd probably choose Starbucks. I think it tastes more what I'm used to. I really think it depends on what you're used to.
Yeah, I agree. I am camp Starbucks as well. And I learned some things from our daughter who was a barista there for a while.
Mm.
And she was talking about, because you look up and there's like Guatemalan coffee, Colombian coffee, like all these different countries. And I always thought like the darker the roast, the kind of more bitter it is. But she said not necessarily. So I think that you could really do a lot of research and deep dive into like all the kind of information behind that because I think it is a bit of a science to figure out, what flavors come from what coffee and the different roasts and all that stuff. But I don't know. I am a have a little coffee with your creamer gal.
I don't, you really?
Oh, yeah. I'm a French vanilla creamer gal all the way. If I am just going to stop at a gas station or go to breakfast at a diner and they don't have flavored creamer, like it's just regular half and half, no, thank you. I don't want it.
Right.
So I don't really like coffee. I really like creamer, is what it really boils.
I'm kind of like that too. I understand where you're coming from.
Yes, yes.
Well, the coffee, that's really interesting about the voice and the coffee.
That particular one that I just told you about with the voice enabled is $230. And there's a whole bunch of different ones. I'm sure you could spend whatever you wanted to on it.
Probably.
Well, you actually referenced earlier about how we don't want our cookware to get all scratched up or burned on the bottom. And so one of the things that's on my list, it's not really I don't know if you'd call it a technology. I mean, I guess it is, but I do love that there's the healthier chemical-free cookware available now that's nonstick, but is supposed to have less chemicals than some of the original nonstick cookware. So I do love that. And man, there's such beautiful colors in all these pots and all these beautiful cookware.
Do you have a brand that you're looking at?
We have a set of pots
Okay.
that are the nonstick, supposed to be a little healthier. Are they as good at nonstick as some? Probably not. So we bought the Green Life brand, and I would say they're pretty good. They're not as nonstick as I would like, especially when cooking eggs. It seems like the eggs always stick no matter what we do. But yeah, I'm just glad that they offer that.
Definitely, definitely a good pan you cannot beat.
Yes. And then all these beautiful colors that they have.
And what color do you have?
Well, we just went with kind of like a beigey taupe color, and then they're cream on the inside. So they're just kind of
Pretty.
neutral and classic. Isn't it Hexclad? I think that's the brand that Gordon Ramsay recommends. And those are very pricey, but they do look amazing. I would love to try one someday, but we do not have that kind.
Okay, okay, fun.
Yes. Okay, so here's the last one, Meg.
Already?
Yes, I think you maybe referenced this another time.
Okay.
This is a big ticket item into the thousands of dollars, $2,000 to $4,000 and up, but it is the fridge with the AI technology. So
Mm.
when I first heard that, I thought, okay, but what is the technology? Like, what exactly is it doing? Well, let me tell you. Some of the things I'm like, do I really need this? And then other things I was like, oh, yeah, I need this. I won't be getting one anytime soon, but it is cool. So the AI Family Hub with a 32-inch touch screen built into your fridge, right? I know. You can,
Wow.
yes, stream music and videos while staying connected with your family and home. Share pictures, control your connected smart devices, and get personalized recipes. So I thought that was pretty cool. The other thing that thought was really cool was it keeps track of what is inside your fridge. So here's why I think that's cool. I went to the grocery store the other day and I picked up some tortilla chips and I thought, oh, do we have salsa? I think maybe I have a new bottle in the pantry, but do we? So I'm texting my husband, do we have salsa? And he's like, I don't know, I'm not home. And I'm like, oh no, if I don't have salsa, I'm gonna have to run back. So may as well grab an extra thing, so then, but you could just ask your fridge, hey, fridge, do I have salsa? And it could tell you.
That would be great because I used to have 5 bottles of ranch or something and
Right. Just buy another one.
right, which is not good, but if I had a fridge that would tell me, "Hey, hold up, don't get that."
Yeah, don't get another bottle of French's mustard.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, and then I think you and I were talking about the fridge can see what's inside of your fridge, what food you have, and suggest a recipe for what you have. Like, what? That's crazy.
Technology is amazing.
Yeah, yeah, pretty cool. I wonder if my fridge would be like, okay, you have almost expired milk and a half of a head of cabbage. What can I make with that? And some soy sauce. Okay,
Oh,
go
oh,
ahead, make a recipe out of that. Like,
oh my gosh.
I think my AI fridge would be very challenged to make recipes
Yeah,
out of
it
what
would
I
not
have,
be happy. Say, you're really stressing me out here.
right? This I thought was cool as well. You can choose from an internal water dispenser, like most refrigerators have, or a built-in autofill water pitcher that automatically refills. Isn't that cool? With the option to infuse with a flavor. So you
Wow.
could make your own flavored water. That's cool.
Wow.
And then this one I thought was cool. You're carrying all your stuff to the fridge and you're trying to open the door. It has an auto open door with just a light touch of the door sensor.
Bump your elbow
Yeah,
or
a little, or
something?
maybe wave your arm in front of it. It'll open it, and it has a flex zone drawer with that's customizable with 5 different temperature settings. I wouldn't know what to do with all those settings. I don't even get what you're supposed to do with the little slider, the crisp to not crisp or whatever little slider. I'm like, what is that for? I don't get it. So this might be too technologically challenging for me.
But maybe that would be helpful for you then.
Yeah, maybe because maybe it would just know if it
It
knows.
would right,
Yeah.
or just tell you. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's like your half a head of cabbage that you've had for 2 weeks needs to be at this temperature setting or it needs to go in the garbage.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so fun.
Yes, and then the last item, which I really liked from a design perspective, is that you can customize the design of your refrigerator with changeable door panels.
Changeable.
Yes. Now, I don't know that you're gonna, like, on Friday be like, "Oh, I want this door," I think it's like
That's true, right.
customize it when you purchase it. So, yeah, that's the AI refrigerator. And who knows what it's going to be able to do in the next few years, Hopefully do our dishes or do the laundry or something.
Exactly. I think it's moving so fast. There's so many cool things.
Yes, it is moving so fast. So, anyway, I thought that was just pretty fun. And if anybody has a favorite gadget that they want to share with us, whether it's high tech or not, or it's just something that you have in your kitchen that you love, we would love to hear about it. I love to hear about cool gadgets like that.
I think this was a super fun list, and I just am so tickled that you surprised me because I loved hearing about all of them.
Well, thanks for playing along, Meg. And we will include the links down below for all the products that we talked about today. And if you go over to YouTube, we've included photos of the items on our YouTube video as well. So thank you so much again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.